Hey Pisces, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 4th, 2025. This is for Pisces. Last shuffle is coming out here for Pisces. Let's see what's going on. So Pisces, what I've got here is hidden motivations. I'm also seeing sacred temples. So they're talking about how you want to be where you're meant to be, but I feel that you're being inspired to be that way right now. You're being pushed to be that way. To be in that space. Some of you may not have been thinking about it. You're just like, look, I'm here and that's just all I know. I know I'm meant to be on a beach somewhere soaking up the sun. But no, I'm here with you, lovely people, flipping burgers. Like, that's great. You may be in that space, and it doesn't have to be flipping burgers, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you're somewhere. But I feel that you're losing interest in where you are and you want to move on. But that's something that you may keep to yourself because Four of Cups is like, I'm bored, dude. There's so much missing from this. Although I'm getting most of my needs met, right? I'm getting paid, I'm getting to eat, I got shelter and all that stuff, but I'm missing fun. I'm missing action. I'm missing passion. I feel that a lot of you may be feeling like really adult. They're wanting you to tap into your inner child energy, right? Because honestly, that's a joke that I see a lot, but it's the truth. Adulthood is the most ghetto hood I've ever been in my life. I don't know. I didn't know what I was missing. I was a kid. I couldn't wait to grow up. You have no idea. I could not wait to grow up. I was like, I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to do this and that. And I became an adult. I was like, I should have been enjoying my childhood. What was I thinking? Like, what? I didn't have to pay a dime. Food was made for me. If I got in trouble, I didn't really get in trouble. You know what I mean? Now it's like everything is on you as an adult, man. They're showing I'm a Toys R Us kid. You know what I mean? I don't want to grow up, but I had to. I had to. I had no choice. But either way, they're giving Four of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles with hidden motivations. Hidden motivations typically means that you feel a certain way. You feel inspired to do something, but you may not be confident in that inspiration. You may not even be confident in the direction. And then sometimes it also could mean that you don't want to play all your cards. You don't want to reveal your hand sometimes. So it tells me that for many of you, you want things to go your way and you've been maneuvering things and trying to change small imperceptible things to make sure that your life kind of like you have more control over your life than you usually do. And I feel that you're going to be really successful doing so if you're saying, you know what, I'm just going to switch this around and that around, and that way I can have some time for me or whatever the case is. Because Spirit is trying to get you to understand that you deserve good things. You may feel like your life is not all good. You may feel like it's all busy, 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 work, 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 or searching for work, 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 or trying to stay busy, right? And I feel that for many of you, you may not see this coming, but I see money coming towards you. I'm seeing it being unexpected for you. Spirit is also urging you to forgive, all right, to forgive people, to forgive the situations that you were in with people, because they want you to realize that you've got to release this. And then, this is like Spirit going, so what did you learn? not not to be still upset about something or holding a grudge or resenting someone or a situation, but what did you learn from this? There was a lesson housed in this. Something was meant to not work out. It was meant to happen the way it did on purpose to teach you a lesson. And whenever whoever's involved, a lot of times in these, when I see this kind of configuration, usually when you go ask a person, why'd you do that, they'd be like, I don't even know. I don't know. That makes me madder than anything else usually. Usually I get mad about that. I'm like, why did you even do it? Like, you already, what did you think was going to happen if you acted this way or you did this to me? And they'd be like, I don't know. I'm like, you better know something because my feelings were hurt. Like, you need to know something. And I feel that this person or people involved don't know why. Spirit's like, forgive them for they know not what they do. Seriously, they were only there as um, a piece of like the game to move it around just so that you learn a certain lesson or a valuable lesson. They're like, you may not always understand why certain things happen. That's something, a pet peeve. Like, we're all works in progress, right? That's one of my things. I'm like, why? I don't know. Okay, here comes the show. Give me the mic. I'm about to roast everybody in here because how do you not know? I've learned to grow up from that, trust me. But um you may not always understand why things happen, right? But There's always a higher purpose to everything that happens in our lives, and they want you to know that there's a blessing in disguise in this whole situation. They want you to have fun with your inner child. They keep giving me watermelon, watermelon. I know it's not in the season. If you try to get a watermelon now, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg for a small one. But the watermelon could be the scent, the flavor, the fruit, or even the color itself, right? Or even a picture of it or whatever. If you have clothing with like a watermelon on it or something like that, it helps one to tap into their inner child so that we're able to have fun with the things that we're doing. As you know, remember when we were kids, right? And when you were younger, you used to think washing dishes was fun. I don't know if you were like me. I thought it was fun. I used to be like, let me do it. I couldn't wait. The more dishes, the better. I'd be like excited. Now you can't get me to get excited about it. I have to listen to music. I have to have a show on. I have to be busy. I can't, I don't, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not as fun as it was when I was a kid. So, that's where they're coming from with that, you know, and they're throwing out so much forgiveness. I don't know who did it, but they're begging you to forgive. Forgiveness is not about allowing them back in to do the same old crap, this time twice as hard. They're asking you to do this because it's taking something away from you, because they want you to stand up for what you believe in, and they want you to say that I stand up for what I believe in, right? But you won't be able to focus on the cause if you are still holding on to a grudge. It's wasting energy in your space. And also too, it was a lesson, and they want you to focus on what you learned from some situation, not the situation itself. The situation and the moving parts, which are the people involved in the situation, whatever it was, is not even important. The lesson is important. I know how that sounds, but like I said, this is kind of triggering for me, because I'm like, no, no, you need to know why you did it. I'm sorry. No, you can't be Judas walking around. I don't know why I did it. I mean, I don't even want the silver. No, I don't want to hear it. Like, they're asking you to be Jesus in this moment. You know that, which is deep. So the sacred temple with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands tells me that that you're meant to find success in this. There's a success buried under a bunch of like, I don't even want to do this anymore. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. It's me pressing the button once again. And yeah, sorry about that. There we go. Yeah. The loving woman is Two of Cups and the Eight of Wands. I keep stepping on things. I'm very fidgety uh, in real time. And so I'm like, it's better that y'all see the cards, because I'm doing something. But the loving woman is the Two of Cups and the Eight of Wands, right? And so this loving woman energy is a person who is sort of, they've been combative. This would be a person who doesn't, it almost looks like in the past, because they're giving the past with this person. They are combative. They are my way or no way. They're slow to give, but very quick to receive. And Spirit wants you to forgive them, because it's important that you understand that you deserve good things. It almost was like this person had tap dance all over your boundaries so that you realize that you have boundaries. They had to do all this crap to you so that you realize you deserve better, and that you should always aim for what you want. You should never defer to someone else when it comes to what you need and what you want, and the good things that you know you deserve. Should never. And a lot of times, yeah, in love, that's what we're taught, right? In love, we're taught that we should give and we should sacrifice, but there's some things you shouldn't sacrifice. And if someone loves you, they wouldn't allow you to sacrifice, right? They wouldn't allow you to go without so that they could have, and they don't even need it. They're just feeling entitled. And so that's something that Spirit is bringing up here. The healing light with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So the healing light of this situation is looking like providing for your needs, satisfying your needs, making sure that you are aligning to what you need. Okay, because I'm seeing angel number 666 in this. And angel number 666 breaks down to a singular nine, but it's about reflection. It's about unexpected developments happening in our lives, but they impact how we feel, right? So it's a chance to reevaluate your identity in a situation. Who are you? What do you deserve? What do you really want? Forgiveness frees you up to focusing on that instead of focusing on the other person and what they've done and what they didn't do. They want you to free yourself. Let them be who the heck they are. That's what you did. You have to live with it. You don't know? Well, you're going to be over there trying to figure it out. But in the meantime, I don't care about what, I'm moving forward. I'm focusing more on what I want. I'm trusting in the magic that is my life, right? And they want you need a mental shift towards greater optimism, trust, self assurance, trusting that things happen for your greatest good, self-assured, assured knowing that it's okay that to forgive a situation. Forgiveness is about accepting that that's what they do. That's what they are. Most of the time, everybody, I hear people all the time, oh, I can't forgive that. I'm like, you should always forgive somebody. Give them back what they are. Like, don't hold it in. They lied to me. No, they're a liar. Give it back. I forgive you. You lie. I know now that's what you do. So if I need to learn how to lie really well, I'll just come to you. I get it. That's who you are. There's your stamp. You're a thief. If I need to know how to do something well, like take something, I'll come to you. You're a thief. Got it. I'll direct all thieves to you. It's cool. Thieves. There's no honor amongst thieves, but there you go. Maybe you guys could figure out an honor system. There you go. You've got to give it back. Forgiveness is 100% required of you to to be able to continue on your spiritual path. Doesn't mean accepting them back in your life, but it just means accepting that's what the situation is and that's what they do in those situations. I showed up solid, but this is what you do to solid people. I got it. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be any less solid. I just know now that that's who you are. So I forgive you. That's cool. I just know who you are. Now you have to double check everything they say. Or now you need to you need to zip things in your pockets and velcro them back down and batten down the hatches because they might take it. Like, it took me a while to understand that. For a while they're like, you have to forgive, and in any scripture you read and any kind of like spiritual text and everything, it's like forgive, 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 right? And I'm like, yeah. But then I realized what forgiveness was, and I was like, oh, that's why it's a requirement. Got it. Yeah, I just accept that's what you do. Got it. You got to put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. You need to pay attention to your feelings. Use them to help you to become a better person, right? And by these feelings, is there you're being inspired to change. I'm seeing the lunar eclipse also, maybe the last lunar eclipse, which was in September. Um, it probably I don't know if there's another one, but that's the main one that I saw prominently. You'll want to pay attention to that date and see what changed in you. See, you notice the imperceptible changes. Maybe someone revealed who they were to you, but Spirit wants you to forgive them. And I'm talking about there's too many instances of forgiveness. It's like they've said it at least 3 times to me. I'm like, okay, forgive, fine, fine. But unexpected money is coming towards you because you do deserve good things. And the moment that you say, I stand up for what I believe in, and you stand up for what you believe in. Because as we say these things to ourselves, the way our brain works, of course, with repetition, that's how we learn. That's how we memorize things down as fact, right? That's why we can't do the alphabet backwards. Unless you really understand the placement of the letters and why they're there, and like you've created some kind of system within, in the back of your mind, right? We learned the alphabet through repetition, saying it over and over again. Same as how you would do affirmations. It's different with numbers because there's logic behind the numbers. So it's not like you memorize the multiplication table. You have methods and such and formulas and such that help you to draw conclusions. You have real evidence in real time with your fingers and such. So it's like it's easy to be like, let's go backwards. Of course I can count backwards from 10 back to 1 or whatever the case is. But when it comes to the alphabet, if you notice, it's very difficult to go backwards, right? Because of the memorization of it and maybe not understanding the placements and why they're in certain positions. And I'm guilty. If you ask me on a sobriety test, I could have never taken a lick of anything besides freaking Tylenol, and I'm still going to bomb that. And I openly admit that. Um, but they want you to repeat this because when you do, then you will. It's almost like deep down your brain says, this is what we believe in. So we're standing up for it. You will not stand for anything less. You will stand for what you deserve. You know you deserve good things, and it's a natural thing. You'll feel inspired. You'll find your purpose on this path as well, because most of our purpose in almost everyone's lives is by three different things, right? The path of happiness, the path of things that make us happy, like, oh wow, I love this, it makes me so happy. Others are just interests. Wow, that's interesting. I really, wow, that's something I've always wanted to learn. I would like to learn more. That's wild. And then you stumble upon precept after precept, and before you know it, you're just like engulfed and become a master at something. And then that's your purpose there. You're a healer, or you're this or that. And then for others, it's about matters, what matters to us, right? Every child should have clean water. Every child should have this. Like you have you have points that you're like, this should be something. So you know these are just three, right, of how we find our purpose. And that's what Spirit's bringing up here. If you see 666, just know that they want you to be like, you know what, I stand up for what I believe in. Your brain, it automatically takes that down as fact in your subconscious and goes, you know what we believe in da 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 da. And automatically, whatever is placed before you, naturally, you will just be more drawn to that, what matters or what you believe in. It will be more aligned. You will be drawn to something that's way more aligned to you. So I'm just throwing that out there for you. You could be dealing with a Taurus heavily. I'm seeing another Pisces. Mm, yeah, that. So you could be dealing with you could be a Pisces Aries cusp, or dealing with an Aries Taurus cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.